folks, and welcome back to the farm. I'm here in the dining room this morning. I'm a little bit stuffed up still, so I'm gonna work from home here this morning instead of heading into the office. But what an adventure this morning has already been. As you can see, the sun hasn't come up yet. It's still technically quite dark out. It's already 8 o'clock, but anyways, that's what we're given by nature. Anyways, what an adventure. Yes. So Carmen got called up for not jury duty, but like jury selection this morning. And so she's a bit like unnerved by that, as anybody would be, because you don't know like if you're going to get selected. I mean, that could be 2 weeks or a month or however much of your life that just you have no control over. Or, you know, you might walk in there and they'll be like, nope, next, and you get to come home. So it's kind of up in the air. But needless to say, when they write that letter, they're pretty I don't know. It's terms that make you nervous when they write that letter. Like it says you have to show up, and if you don't show up, you could be fined or you could even go to jail. So I mean, it's a big deal. I get it. It's a big deal, but they certainly make a big deal out of it. So this morning, it's whatever time of day, 6 o'clock or something like that. She gets up, command starts the vehicle, and gets ready, and then goes out to get in the vehicle and drive away to town. And I think the vehicle was still running on command start when she went out there, and she somehow interrupted the command start cycle. And then the vehicle wouldn't actually start, like it wouldn't go like it start properly and then like drive away. It was just like dead in the water. Like all the lights are on, the fan is on, the radio's on, everything's on but the engine. And so we're kind of just sitting there crippled in the yard. And so tried to close all the doors, lock everything up, tried no, that absolutely would not work. She phoned OnStar, and while she was on the phone with OnStar, they run this diagnostics report, and I'm outside with a set of booster cables just in case like it's a low voltage thing or something like that, right? Ready to plug these things in. I can overhear the conversation with OnStar, and I'm just getting like infuriated. Because the lady on the phone is just like, oh, we're gonna run a full diagnostics report on your vehicle, which this vehicle has seven onboard computers, right? So you think of like in the 80s and 90s when the ECM started coming in for like fuel injection, things like that. You'd have one little thing like it was 4 inches by 4 inches, that was your computer. This thing has 7 onboard computers. Won't move, just dead in the water. So I'm mad. And this lady on the phone is like, yeah, we're gonna run a full diagnostics on this thing. She's like, we can see you have 6,000 miles. And then she does the conversion in her head. Oh, this is some 9,000 kilometers. And we can see your tire pressure, and it's this, and it's this, and it's this. And it's just like, I don't care. I don't care how many miles are on the vehicle. I can see that. It's like right there on the dash. Tire pressure. Since when did tire pressure stop the vehicle from running? So I was like getting hot. Like I was like ready to unzip my coat. I was getting so hot. Anyways, needless to say, this 40-point OnStar inspection that, I mean, it costs money, right? It costs money to have OnStar. Zero value realized, absolutely zero value. Hung up the phone with her, and I'm like, what did we do back in the olden days? Well, crescent wrench, negative battery post, loosen it off, pull it off, leave it off for 30 seconds. Play the Jeopardy music, right? And then just bonk, pop it back on, tighten it back up, go sit in the seat, push the button, because of course you can't have a key anymore, right? You gotta have a stupid push button that's linked up to all these different computers and satellites and shit in space. Anyways, push the button, boom, away she goes, ready to go. So all it needed was a reset. Now, how is this relevant to anybody else? Well, I mean, when you talk about homesteading and you talk about prepping and you talk about survival and living in one of the harshest climates in the world, there's a certain amount of technology that you don't want to have reliance on, right? You know, a certain amount you want to be somewhat off-grid, but there's some technology that you do need to be reliant on. And that's why we purchased a new vehicle, is because we wanted to have a reliable vehicle, because we live in a very harsh climate. Our rural healthcare system is an absolute, it's a comedy of errors. It's laughable, but it's not funny by any means, right? It's quite a disaster. So is an ambulance really a guarantee? No. So having a good full-size vehicle that if you needed to get to the hospital, you get to the hospital. It's, you know, roadworthy and it can traverse a variety of different terrains. That's pretty important to us. But when you get crippled up by the damn thing's own command start, that's really, really frustrating. So anyways, what I'd like to hear from you is what technology do you have on your farm, your homestead, your acreage, whatever it might be, that you rely on, and what's one thing that's really let you down in the past. So that's enough of a rant for me for today. I'm gonna get back to doing my work. Carmen's away in town. Hopefully that thing starts and she doesn't get stranded there. Otherwise we'll be doing the strap the cape on and run to town with a crescent wrench again. But I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow.